that you can take time to join us July 23rd and 24th. Thank you.
Well, this is Kay Rhino from East Noble, here to tell you about another regional conference that will be held in Kendallville, Indiana at East Noble High School. It's called Nighttime Technology 3.0, and that refers to the fact that this will be the third one, and the state has sponsored us each time we have done this conference. Our conference is going to be June 12th and 13th. We're going to run it from 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. And the high school, again, is located on Garden Street in Kendallville, Indiana. Next slide, please. Our conference is going to be making connections to the future, and we're bringing in some keynote speakers to our event as well. Richard, Byrne, and Vicki Davis will be joining us. Richard will be there on June 12th, kicking off the day with a keynote, and he's going to be talking about the 10 common challenges faced by educators and tools to deal with them. And then throughout the day, he'll be presenting to attendees. He's going to talk about back channeling and informal assessment tools, mind mapping, timelines, and collaborative brainstorming. He's going to do a session on students doing video creation to demonstrate learning, and he's going to do a session with our attendees on their personal learning networks. Then on June 13th, Vicki Davis will be there as our keynote person and with us throughout the day. The keynote presentation she's going to do is going to talk about the 21st century influencer. And throughout the day, she's going to talk about flattening your classroom, which she is known for and has written a book about, and writing in the cloud, and about how you differentiate instruction with technology. We're going to have additional sessions offered by many of our staff people who demonstrate daily their ability to use technology with kids, and they're willing to come and share what they have discovered and learned and what they do with kids. We also have teachers from surrounding schools that have volunteered to come in and share their knowledge with those that come, and vendors will be joining us. You can see from the slide that TechSmith and Big Universe will be among some of those that are coming, and more are considering it. Can we go to the next slide? When you want to talk about why people should come to East Noble, it's a great place to come in the summertime. But I think great things are happening in East Noble, and teachers can learn from what we have done in the last few years. We are a one-to-one school, K-12, and great things really are happening here. People who come will be able to earn professional growth points, up to 16, if they come and spend the whole 2 days with us. Our conference is free. There is no charge to anyone to attend. We will offer over 200 sessions, and they'll be engaging content, and they're going to be all focused on instructional technology. Teachers are going to learn practical hands-on methods to use in their classrooms immediately. One of the sessions that they'll be able to take part in will be a workroom. So if they learn something but need more time to consider how to integrate it and use it in their own classrooms, they'll be able to go to this area and work with some of our staff to get further help. Again, it's free. We are not providing lunch, but restaurants around the town are offering discounts, and attendees will be able to use their name tags and go there and get discounts on some really good food. Or we're encouraging attendees to pack their lunch and come and use our cafeteria to connect with other learners that are there to further the discussion about what they're experiencing while they're at KTT3. Our website is linked today from our school website, which is www.eastnoble.net. Just look for the KTT3 link in the menu bar across the top of the page, and it's also listed under the news item. So you can start and go, get registered, see the sessions, and get prepared to come spend a couple of great days in June with East Noble. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Seth Hamilton. I'm the Technology Integration Specialist with Washington Township. We are hosting the LTech Conference. It stands for Literacy Technology Education Conference. It is on June 13th at Northview Middle School here in Indianapolis. We're very excited to have our keynote speaker, Jim Klein. If you're not familiar with Jim, he is a tech director with Saugus Union in California. He has some pretty awesome ideas about technology and education. His big focus during his keynote is going to be the idea that as educators, it's not about the technology. It's about being a proficient educator, and technology helps us along the way. Really excited for that. He happens to be on the cover of this spring's 2013 EdTech magazine. We have several strands throughout our conference. We're focusing on digital literacy, technology as a resource for literacy, using technology to access new knowledge, and focusing on individualized instruction. We're proud to be partnered with surrounding universities in TESOL, sponsorship with Achieve 3000. Some of our highlights include a variety of high-quality concurrent sessions. We're going to have vendors in the LTech Interactive Studio, which is going to be a vendor playground of sorts. So far coming, we have Apple, Achieve 3000, My Big Campus, Empowered Learning, and many more. In your cost is breakfast, lunch, and refreshments included. I know our slide says cost of $25, but thanks to Achieve 3000, the first 50 registrants are absolutely free. After that 50, the next 100, it's only going to be $15. And then all remaining registration is going to be $25. Again, breakfast, lunch, refreshment, and conference gear included. Our website is actually bit.ly/2013LTech. Lots of great information on our website. We're very excited to have Jim coming to discuss his views on educational technology. We've got a Google certified teacher, one of the few in the United States, coming to do a presentation. We have some university professors doing presentations as well. We are very, very excited to have to be able to host this conference, and we hope everybody will come check us out on June 13th in Indianapolis. Thank you.
Hey, this is Karen Kippenbrock at Heritage Hills. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Our conference is titled Integrate, with emphasis on the E. We are having Kevin Honeycutt come in to be our keynote speaker on June the 19th. Our conference will run the 19th and the 20th. Kevin will be joining us on the 19th, as I said, but he'll also be presenting sessions all day on the 19th. Our conference will run from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, so make sure you note that. We have 5 strands that we're focused on. The first one is Google Apps. We are a big Google Apps school district. We use it for Gmail, for staff and students, and feel like we have a heads up on some of the other districts in that realm. So we have in-house presenters that will be doing our Google Apps strand. We are also doing a strand on My Big Campus. The Lightspeed folks and Libby Laurie will be coming in to do those sessions for us. We have a strand on social media. Those will be in-house presenters along with experts in the field. The online and blended learning strand will be presented by 5-Star Technology. We have Jason Roseberry and Amanda Fisher coming in to do those sessions. And if your administrators attended the admin academies that were put on by them, this will be an extension of that. We also have another strand on digital tools, and those will be sessions such as Socrative and things that our classroom teachers are doing, so those will be our in-house presenters again. Our session grid is being finalized right now, so we have not posted it live just yet, but that will go live on May 1st, and we will open our online registration at that time. We will be charging 30 days for 1 day and $30 for 1 day and $50 for 2 days. That will include your free breakfast, lunch, and drinks both days. We will issue PGP points for those who attend, and we will have over 30 sessions each day. To top it all off, we are down here in beautiful Spencer County. In case you don't know, Holiday World and Splash and Safari is right here in our backyard. Actually, our school is about 3 miles from Splash and Safari and Holiday World. So we hope that you'll come a day early or stay a day late. We will present our links and registration details on HEC Tech and SIEC Tech. So stay tuned for those announcements. Thank you. See, that's short, like it's supposed to be. These guys are going to keep us here all night.
Greetings from Warsaw. This is Susan Armacost, and I am so excited to tell you about our E3 Technology Conference. It will be held on Monday and Tuesday, July 29th and 30th. The E3 comes from our mission statement, which involves equipping, engaging, and excelling. We are really looking forward this summer to equipping our teachers with knowledge and skills to then go back to the classroom a few weeks later and re-engage their students to equip them for their futures. We are looking forward to engaging our teachers and students not just as active learners, but where they're going to be driving their own learning so that they're following their dreams and passions. And finally, excelling. We want to get our students beyond the test, beyond school, and get them prepared for life to be independent and active learners for the rest of their lives. As I said, our conference starts on Monday, July 29th. It is a 2-day conference, and it will be from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Doors will open for registration at 8:15. It is out-of-district teachers or attendees will be charged $15 for 1 day and $25 for both days. As you can see from the slide, we have Will Richardson and Milton Chen, who will be our keynote and breakout session leaders. Will is the author of several books, including blogs, wikis, podcasts, and other powerful web tools for the classroom. And his most recent Kindle book is Why School? How Education Must Change When Learning and Information Are Everywhere. Will's keynote will focus on new literacies in a world of networked and self-directed learners and makers. He will also be running several breakout sessions. We'll also have an opportunity for coffee with a keynote, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. We are still finalizing Milton's keynote and some of his breakout sessions, so if you visit our website often, you'll see those updates happening. The conference itself will consist of the daily keynote, and then there will be 4 breakout sessions each day. Most of the breakout sessions will be an hour in length. However, there will be several workshop-style sessions, which will run 2 to 3 hours with some built-in breaks. Our sessions are focused on interactive, hands-on learning for our teachers and attendees. There will be clear takeaways for each session and practical applications. so that when you are heading back into your classroom in just a week or two after our conference, you will have some skills ready to go day one. All of our sessions will be broken up by grade level and skill level, so attendees will have a clear idea of what they're headed into. Our call for presenters is still open at this point in time, so we will be sending that out again. Just to let you know, that is still open, and so our session strands array is not finished yet. When that is, that will get posted onto our website. We will have 6 session strands focusing on iPads, creation tools for students. We do want our students to be creators, not just consumers of technology. Digital tools for differentiation. So we will have several sessions focused on not just your gen ed student, but also your special needs students and how technology can be used with those students. We'll have flipping the classroom sessions as well as digital leadership, and that will focus on the technology side as well as the classroom pedagogy side. And finally, we will have sessions on foundational skills for filling your digital toolbox. We are really trying to meet the needs of the full range of educator out there today. And finally, the last thing I'd like to talk about is during our conference, we will have what we're calling our cyberspace. We will be using the High School Media Center as a multi-function space. There is a cafe in there, so you can have coffee with a Keynote. You'll be able to spend some time with Milton or Richard over coffee, just having some discussion. We will also have our digital playground in there, so that if you do find some new piece of technology that you want to spend some further time with, you can go in there. We will have our tech support staff in there, helping you with problems or further learning. We'll also have our Get Connected corner, so if you are an educator who needs to get set up with some digital learning, whether that and some social media, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, all those social media things, maybe you haven't tried them out yet, they will get you started and set up on that. We will have our collaboration area as well, so if you are in a conference session and have a small group that wants to break out and continue the learning, we'll have space for you to do that as well. We do have a Twitter just getting set up today, and that's at hashtag E3Tech. So if you'd like to follow that, that would be great. That will be an exciting account for us. And probably finally the last thing, lunch is provided, and it's being provided by Panera. So we hope to see you at the E3 Technology Conference in July. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm Debbie Fish, and I'm the conference coordinator for a collaborative effort between CISE and our Indiana Online Academy and Zionsville Community Schools. And Kim Hendrick is here with me today, and she's the program manager for the Indiana Online Academy. And we're going to tell you a little bit about our conference on July 31st. It's a one-day. And we're going to share who our keynote is and some other details on strands. If you could go to the next slide, please. We are thrilled to announce that our keynote speaker is Sheryl Nussbaum-Beach. She is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Power for Learning Practice, where she works with schools and districts from across the U.S. and other countries throughout the world to re-envision their learning cultures and communities through the connected learning experience and other e-learning opportunities. They have a community, they have blogs, it's a great resource. Sheryl is highly sought after as a national and international presenter. She speaks on topics of 21st century reform, teachers and educational leadership, community building, educational issues impacting different populations such as the homeless. She's also an advisor for the U.S. Department of Education's Connected Educator Initiative.
She's been in education for 25 years as a classroom teacher, technology coach, charter school principal, district administrator, a university instructor, and a digital learning consultant. She is the author of The Connected Educator along with Lonnie Hall. And this book that's on the screen here is also one of the, it's the current book that's being read for the IDOE Office of eLearning Book Club. So if you're not part of that book club, it's a great resource. She will also offer different breakout sessions following her keynote on that day. We are just, again, thrilled that she's with us. She's a dynamic, connected educator that you won't want to miss. You can actually follow her on Twitter at SNBeach. And she's a great resource for you.
And for those who cannot attend with us right there, the next slide shows that we are going to be able to offer her keynote through a live stream, and you register for that for $10. What a deal. And we just think that's a nice added bonus for people who are all around the state and can't get to Indianapolis on July 31st. And on the next slide, it just shows that for the Zionsville staff, it's going to be free, and any other participants from around the state, it would be $25 to actually come and take part in our conference on site.
On the next slide, we'd like to talk about the different strands. And again, we want to promote that live stream with Sheryl Nussbaum-Beach for $10. One of our strands is called Leading in the Digital Age. And this strand will really explore topics really related to creating high-quality learning environments, looking at the building and district level administration. Our second strand, Brave New World, looks at providing innovative learning models like project-based learning, flipped classrooms, learning interventions using technology, differentiated personalized instructions to help students become more creative thinkers, strong problem solvers, and skilled communicators. Our third strand is called Building Your Toolbox, which I know a lot of us have had in our presentations today, but we'll be exploring different Web 2.0 tools, software resources that will help make teaching more effective and learning more engaging. Our last strand is Connections for Learning, classroom through community, and this is more tied to our Sheryl Nussbaum-Beach keynote as how to develop a PLN, your personal learning network. How do you do global collaborative projects? How do you use Skype in the classroom and those type of things? And also, how do you build that digital citizenship with all of your stakeholders? So those are the different 4 strands that we have. On the next slide, we are accepting proposals, and I know the slide says May 1st. We've just extended that to the end of May, so it will be May 31st that we're accepting proposals. We will notify all of our presenters by June 14th if they've been accepted. And I'm actually going to post the URL to the website in the chat window. So if you want to open your chat window, you can copy that URL and go to our website for the proposals.
And last, that's my email if people have questions. And we have our Get Connected, or you can say Get Connect Ed, depending on where you want to put the emphasis, and how you can tweet and follow our tweets. And then also the bottom one is a link for the website on the conference, for speakers that want to submit proposals, or as we put up more of our agenda, it'll be available on there too. And then last, there's the slide reminding you that it will be with Zionsville Community Schools, and I think this is a first where a service center and Indiana Online Academy that's housed here at our service center has collaborated with the school district, and so we're really excited to be able to do this work jointly, and we hope we get lots of you interested in attending. Thank you.
Beth, looks like you're unmuted, but we're not hearing you yet. Maybe your phone's muted too?
Okay, I am here. Hello, this is Elizabeth Krutz. I'm a principal at Central Elementary in Valparaiso, Indiana. I'm very excited to spread the word about our eVisionary conference. Just to tell a little bit about how we decided to go for this conference. For many years I had been attending HEC and ICE and just seeing so many great things, and this was just a great way to bring it back for our educators in Valparaiso and Northwest Indiana. So we're just so excited to have received this grant and be able to give so much professional development to people in Northwest Indiana. We will be focusing on innovation, collaboration, and educating with e-learning. It will be held at Valparaiso High School on July 31st and August 1st. You can see the link to our website on the slide, but you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at eVisionary 2013. Our website has many more details about conference happening, so please check there and I will do some more tweeting. We're pleased to offer lunch and snacks on both days of the conference. The fee for those outside of Valparaiso is $15 for the first day or $25 for both days. Also, we will make sure people don't forget about those professional growth points you get just for attending. There's 14 points if you attend both days or 7 for each day. If you have a great idea to share, we are still accepting workshop proposals. This conference is highlighting the many great things that are happening with e-learning in Northwest Indiana, not just Valparaiso. Currently, we have presenters from Crown Point Community Schools, Munster Community Schools, Lake Central Community Schools, and we even have some presenters from Purdue Cal, and of course we have many teachers from Valparaiso that will be presenting. All presenters can attend the conference for free and earn professional growth points. So if anyone's interested, please go to our website and look for the information about putting in your proposal. Next slide, please. We are excited about our national presenters. We are thrilled to have them. Leslie Fisher will be with us on both days. I don't know if many have seen her before, but she is a absolutely just dynamic, engaging speaker. She captures the interest of her audience and holds them to the end. She delivers her presentations with humor and knowledge that leaves her listeners wanting more. Anybody I've talked to has heard her. It's just amazing how you don't want to leave her conference or her keynote speakers. If she talks for 3 hours or 1, you're just enthralled the whole time. Her presentations on gadgets and tools you can use for tomorrow are some of my favorites. Then on the second day only, we have George Corris, and he is a Canadian administrator, but lucky for us, he was only traveling from the Plymouth conference. So he'll be in Plymouth the 2 days before this, and then is going to drive over to our conference on August 1st. He has a website called The Principle of Change, and it is a growing collection of stories on leading and learning. He believes that we need to give students the opportunity to be creative, collaborative, and critical thinkers, while also being able to pursue their passions and interests. In the morning, he'll be giving a half-day workshop for superintendents and administrators, and hopefully even some school board members. He will be focusing on leading in the digital age, and then he'll also be presenting some concurrent sessions in the afternoon. So we're excited to have both of those speakers, and they're great people to follow on Twitter as well, and George's blog is also an amazing resource if anyone has not checked that out before. Next slide, please. We are pleased to offer both half-day workshops and concurrent sessions. We were brainstorming about this, and the concurrent sessions are so fun because you get great ideas, but hopefully by offering our half-day workshops, many people can leave with something they're ready to use the next day or when the school begins in the fall. Our attendees will learn practical, hands-on methods that they can use in their classroom. Our focus strands are 21st century skills, collaboration and leadership in the digital age, building your digital toolbox, and of course, having fun is a big one that I don't want people to forget about. We want our conference to be a fun and exciting event. If teachers are taking their time away from the beach and the sun, we're going to make sure they have a good time. As you can see on the screen, we have many offerings in all areas of the curriculum. On both days of the conference, we'll have Libby Lowry presenting on My Big Campus. We have Brad Fisher presenting on Google Drive and Google Hangout and all those other exciting Google apps. We have Brian Eash from TechSmith giving attendees all they need to know about flipped learning and other great TechSmith products. Joseph Lee from Apple will be presenting on iBooks and iAuthor, as well as many other popular apps. We also have many e-learning specialists and classroom teachers presenting on a variety of topics, such as tweeting, e-learning, website creations, social networking, QR codes, apps in the classroom, Going Blended, and Mac 101. And if you check out that picture in the middle of the screen, and if anybody could tell me that they really don't want to get on that bus, I would be amazed, because I'm excited to get on that bus. It's the Active Classroom Printium bus, and they will be giving live presentations throughout the conference. You don't want to miss our Tweet Up after the conference on Wednesday for some exciting meet and greet. And the last thing I want to make sure everybody knows about is our fantastic giveaways from vendors. The list seems to be growing every day, so there's more to come, but for now we have some Nearpod Gold accounts, many things from Inspiration, like Inspiration Maps, Kidspiration, Inspiration Data. We also have a lot of the TechSmith giveaways, Snagit, Camtasia, things from Empower Learning. We have at least one ICE conference registration that we'll be giving away also. Our registration opens on April 15th, so please don't miss your chance to attend our eVisionary conference. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
We've got you, Blake. Go ahead.
Great. Well, we're really excited to invite you to our very groovy Peace, Love, and EdTech conference at Southmont High School in West Central Indiana on July 1st and 2nd. We've got a lot of great energy and innovation and momentum at South Montgomery. We're putting the final touches on our K-12 one-to-one iPad project launching this fall. So everybody around here is really excited to join and share and learn. We'll be joined by author and educator Will Richardson for keynotes each morning on learning in a networked world and the steep unlearning curve. You can head to the next slide. We'll have workshops and breakout sessions throughout the day for teachers of all levels, administrators, and e-learning coaches with Will. Next slide. Our conference is open to anyone interested in 21st century teaching and learning. Registration is free for all South Montgomery employees and only $15 or $25 for guests, depending on whether you want to come for one or both days. Each day kicks off at 8:30 in the auditorium with our morning keynote with Will, followed by 2 breakout sessions, a box lunch for networking, and 3 more breakout sessions in the afternoon. We'll be giving away an iPad mini each day, along with Will's books and some other goodies, and wrap up by about 4 o'clock. Next slide. We have a growing list of 23 presenters so far, offering something for everyone of all aptitudes across scores of sessions in multiple strands, from iPad 101 to complete iPad integration, digital citizenship, social media integration, flipped classrooms, principal and student roundtables, and more. All attendees will leave with a PGP certificate of up to 7 points daily, so it's a pretty good deal. Next slide. Overlapping our conference will be the Summer eLearning Admin Academy on site at Southmont High School for principals and superintendents. And all Admin Academy participants will have free access to the keynotes and breakouts as their schedule permits in the Admin Academy. You can register for the eLearning Admin Academy if you're a principal or superintendent at 5star-tech.com/admin. Next slide. Registration for the Peace, Love, and EdTech Conference opens on Monday, April 15th at our website, www.southmont.k12.in.us/elearning. We're also going to have a campfire Monday night for those staying in the region after dinner to unwind and connect with friends and colleagues. So we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Hello, this is Diane Scott. I'm Director of Curriculum at Lebanon Community Schools, and I am kind of co-planning this adventure with one of my colleagues, Michael Reynolds. He's the Integration Specialist / Assistant Principal at the secondary level. And our conference this summer is called the Digital Shift, Upgrading Your 21st Century Toolbox. And the reason we were really interested in getting this started and being a part of this year is that we've been focusing heavily on working toward integrating technology into our daily work with students. In fact, recently, this past semester, we added over 600 Mac Airbooks to the middle school, and we are in the process of doing the final planning for launching our one-on-one initiative at the high school this coming fall. And so we're hoping that the Digital Shift Conference will provide a lot of support to our K-12 educators from all over Indiana who are seeking to learn about strategies, best practices, and resources with regard to technology integration for improved student learning. As you can see on that first slide, our keynote speaker is Dr. Heidi Hayes-Jacobs, and I've listed a few of the conference highlights there on that first slide as well. If you could go to slide 2, you'll see a little bit of a bio regarding Dr. Heidi Hayes-Jacobs. You may be familiar with her. She's pretty well known as the curriculum mapping guru across the United States, but she also works internationally. Our school district has been following her model and attending various conferences she's provided over the last 5 or 6 years, and we've been working hard to map our curriculum using software, and of course with the Common Core State Standards, that's been a very timely project for us. And we've learned, and the reason why we selected her as our keynote, that Dr. Jacobs actually does a great deal of modeling of what she teaches and preaches about regarding best practice for instruction. And more importantly, with regard to the Summer eLearning Conference offerings, she also models the integration of technology in various ways when she's working with adults. So I'm hoping our participants will be able to see that in action and learn by her example. And we're just thrilled that she's going to be available for us both days of our 2-day conference. You can go to the next slide. Thank you. Our conference registration will open soon, no later than May 1st. It is a 2-day conference, and the cost for non-Lebanon educators is $50 for a total for both days. Our time will be 8 to 3 o'clock, and we are providing a continental breakfast and lunch. There will be a total of 14 professional growth points available, and our conference is going to be held within our brand new community center that was just recently completed. It's within Lebanon High School. It's basically a mini conference center. And in fact, we just yesterday used 2/3 of it for United Way celebration for Boone County. We're going to be hosting a mayor's conference this May for all of Indiana. And it's just a great opportunity for us to be able to kind of showcase a new facility that we have available. And we've tried to incorporate many opportunities for technology to be utilized within this conference setting. I've listed Michael's contact information as far as his email and mine as well, if you need to reach us anytime as we prepare for this conference opportunity. If you go to the next slide, please. I've given kind of an overview, this particular slide, of some of our conference topics, kind of a summary of what Dr. Jacobs is going to be providing. She will provide a keynote both days, but she'll also be available and provide some smaller group follow-up sessions as the day goes on. We will also, you see several topics there. We haven't finalized our entire conference grid yet for breakouts, but that will kind of give you an idea of many of the submissions we've received already. They're quite extensive, and we're excited about the fact that not only will we have some local educators available to present, but like many of the others have mentioned earlier today, we have people from all over Indiana, as well as some university representatives that have provided conference proposals for the breakouts. Our breakout sessions will be about 45 minutes in length. In fact, day 1, we will kick off with Dr. Jacobs doing a full morning session, and then followed by lunch. And during our lunch times, we're going to provide an opportunity for people to meet in teams in case they come with colleagues and would like to do some debriefing, or you can network with others that are in attendance. Then in the afternoon on day 1, we will have 3 45-minute periods of breakout blocks available, including an extension opportunity with Dr. Jacobs. We're working on establishing kind of a playground opportunity with vendors to give our participants an opportunity to try out some products and speak with some representatives. Some of those we've been working with are people from My Big Campus, Curricuplan, Compass Learning, PD360, Apple, Education Networks of America, Learning Unlimited, Barnes & Noble, and our list continues to grow. On day 2, we will once again start the day with a keynote with Dr. Jacobs, and there will be 2 morning 45-minute breakout session blocks. including a panel opportunity if those would like to attend that kind of session. And then again, lunch with the opportunity to meet in teams or debrief. And then there'll be one 45-minute breakout session in the afternoon of day 2, but then we will have the rest of the afternoon with Dr. Jacobs bringing kind of closure to the whole session and hopefully leave people with a feeling of being able to take what they've been learning over the 2 days and pull it together in preparation for the new school year. At our conference being August 1st and 2nd, we've actually realized that some schools will already be in session who follow a different, kind of an alternative calendar, but many will be getting ready to go to school within the next week or so following this conference. So hopefully that will get everyone geared up and ready to apply a lot of what they've learned. We have at least about 15 different breakout sessions already being planned, and many of them will be offered on more than one time period, so participants can kind of plan their 2 days in a way that meets their needs, and if they feel like there are 2 being offered at the same time and they're going to miss one, hopefully they'll be able to catch that one at another time during the 2-day period. Our session is the final of the series of e-learning summer opportunities at the very end, and hopefully this will be a great culmination for everyone who's been participating in this summer, and we hope you can join us as you gear up for that opening of the new school year. Thank you.
So as you can see, our summer is just going to be chock full of amazing learning opportunities, and I'm so grateful to each of these conference coordinators for the work, the research, the planning that they put into each of these conferences. And I hope that you will all clear your calendar to attend 1 or 6. They're all going to be great places to be this summer. If you can't move one of these conferences, the other place you want to check out is our hashtag. We'll be tweeting on the hashtag INELearn all summer from one end of the state to the other. So hopefully the best things coming out of all these conferences will be there, and it'll be a great place to be. And on that topic, it's also going to be a great place to be just about 3 hours from now at 8 Eastern on hashtag INELearn. If you go to Twitter, we're going to be having our evening chat, and tonight it's going to be about change leadership. So it'll be a great place to tune in, whether you want to just listen or participate. We'd love to have you there. So thanks for joining us on this webinar, and we'll see you this summer.